Hello, streaming to live. I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. I'm streaming to live on Rumble, and today is Tuesday, June 30th, 2026. And the countdown is still on. 81 days till my big 50th birthday. Today's workout is going to be a 9-minute warm-up and then push exercises. I'm going to do a little different variation today, so different order and so forth. And then I asked the question, do you have cherry licorice color blood? It's an interesting question, and later in this episode, I'm going to show you another example, which I think why I have cherry licorice colored blood. So, without further ado, get on with the workout today. So I have the heart rate monitor. Hopefully it doesn't do exactly or do the same what happened yesterday where the signal dropped, or because I was focusing on the bicep and forearms and we're getting stretched. So it happens, but I'm not going to sweat it too much. See what happens here. So there you see my heart rate. Yeah. I'm going to set the metronome as well today. I'm going to turn the speaker on so you can hear it. Turn that. I'll set the tempo at, yesterday I did 144. I'm going to do slightly different today. I'm going to see how my body responds. I'm going to go 5 beats slower. So I'm going to go 140. All right, so that'll be the tempo. So you'll see I'll switch the screens here so you can see the tempo there. I'm going to change to the timer. 9-minute warm-up. So 6.5 minutes of just this tempo, and then I'm going to increase the intensity and skip with double unders and running steps. So that's see how that goes. And I have my shorts tightened here, so let's begin. Using a beaded rope here. In yesterday's episode, I talked about EDO 203, and I think it shed some light as far as providing some additional proof with what I'm saying. So here I'm talking and now my heart rate's climbing. If I stay quiet, then I start breathing more and, delivering oxygen to my body. Still not breathing. That's why my heart rate is up. If I had the VO2 Master equipment, you would see it. Hence why you see the link in the description asking for your help with donations to help me procure that equipment. So 3 minutes are done, and I feel pretty relaxed. So with the metronome, you can use it to help time your tricks. So doing single leg bounces. 1, 2, 5, 6. It's a good way to test your leg strength, calf strength, and your coordination to do the single legs. All right, so in 10 seconds, we're gonna start with double unders. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. handled. It's the first time. Ah, shucks. All right. I'm gonna grab some more water. So I am drinking more deuterium depleted water. It's very refreshing. So I'm allowing the oxygen within the water to absorb through my gums while I'm breathing. So you can see my heart rate has recovered nicely. I'm changing the tempo to 60 beats per minute, so that's going to help with counting the reps. So today's exercises, I'm going to focus on push. And so with that, I'm going to start first with the what some people call prisoner push-ups, because, or some call them a wide angle. So I'm going to have my arms like this, and I'm going to press through like this. And with that, I'm going to use the Bosu ball to raise the level of my feet. And the reason being is because with the vibration plate that I use, I like to include these perfect push-up handles, and with that I also use just some wood planks here. These are, I think, 1/2 inch. Got them from IKEA, so they're just an old what would you call it, like storage. They use them for building shelves, you know, for Rubbermaid bins or something like that. And so these planks are just kind of the right thickness. You can use a plywood. Probably plywood is equally as good. And with the vibration plate, I like to have the muscle activation. So doing this here allows me to go wider, so I can put them here and then activate the pectoral muscle from that position or within that range of movement. So I'm going to start with the medial. So this here, you want to stiffen your glutes and your hamstrings and your core. So here, I'm moving within the full range of movement. Getting fatigued here. Wow. Wow. And with these handles, you can kind of rotate your elbows inwards toward your torso and outwards. So it gives you a little bit of flexibility. Wow. I'm getting stronger. It's one thing. Just holding it at that big stretch point. Slow negative all the way down. Wow. That's tough. It's a really good exercise. Very good. For a calisthenic version, if you want to increase your muscle activation and the time under tension, there's really no other way to do it other than this. It's very good. Very good. All right. The next exercise, I'm going to focus on the upper chest. And with this one here, I'm going to do a standing version of it, upper chest, and I'm going to incorporate the exercise ball. With that, I'm going to use blue bands, and what I'm going to do is attach it here on the bottom anchor point, and then I'm going to pass through the upper point here, like this. And the reason being is because I want to remove the amount of slack in the bands. And because with the exercise ball, my back is going to be closer to the plywood here, and I still want to be able to get muscle activation at the stretch point. So here, I want the muscle to feel the tension, and by setting up the bands this way allows me to accomplish that. And because with the wristbands or the like that, so I'm just kind of eyeing it. So you'll see what I'm going to do here. Take the exercise ball and put somewhere there. Now the exercise ball, I'm going to roll it up the wall, like here, and put it behind my shoulder blades, grab the bands. So with the remote here, I'm going to set myself up. Yeah, this is perfect. Oh, really? Timed out. So here that's what I want to feel. There, like that. Feels good. All right. So with the vibration, I'm locking my knees, and then I'm pressing my fists kind of above towards my forehead. Oh, wow. Very good, actually. Whew. Wow. I'm trying not to let go, release the negative so fast. Oh, wow. Huh. Wow. I can really feel the upper chest. Wow. Very good. All right, the next exercise is going to be dips. And I could use the same setup here. But what I'm going to do is take these bands and I'm going to put them on the top anchor point here. So I'm going to use a slightly lower weight today, largely because I want to really try to focus on working the negative and staying in that isometric, like staying in that range of movement isometrically and moving it slowly and just working through failure, essentially. With this exercise, just gonna widen this a little bit so that way I can move this closer here. And the idea is to, yes, do this here. So I'm going to kneel onto the vibration plate. So here I have tension on the lower pectoral, so you can lean a little forward if you wish to change the feel, but try to stay within that here, like this part at this range of movement. You want to keep that pectoral muscle engaged, and when you do it, you can feel it. You can feel the activation, and then when you feel it, then you move within the range of movement to get the rest pressed all the way down. So if your lower chest is a muscle that you want to develop, this is a good way to do it. Go for the feel. And I can already feel the fatigue. It's very good. A slight rest to allow blood to refill the muscle, because when you're squeezing it like this isometrically, you're squeezing the blood out. So what you want to be able to do is increase the amount of blood oxygen delivered to the muscle. So this is one thing that Devin Larratt talked about. The arm wrestler, how do you increase the blood flow while maintaining a flexion? Because technically what you're doing is squeezing the blood out. Pause at the top and then press down. Pause, press. Pause. Hold. And then press. Bang. All right, so lower chest for me is stronger than upper, which is, if you've ever done just regular dips, body weight dips, then that you would know. And for me, that's I have done body weight dips, and I'll show you here. So I just did. So, right, body weight. Go for one more. So, still got energy in the tank to do it. So, it doesn't matter if you use bands or if you use your own body weight. To do the vibration version of it, it's kind of hard to use these, what do you call those? Liebert bars. And unless I have a piece of plywood that goes on the vibration plate, and maybe perhaps that I will try that in the future. So, the next exercise is flies. And that's where I'm going to take red bands. I'm going to use the red ones. And so I'm going to attach this one here. So it's about shoulder height. And then grab a large ankle strap. And put this one here as well. So, because I've done already the range of movement this way here with the first chest exercise, so now I'm going to work on the fibers closest to the sternum. And the idea is to get the last part of the movement. And so I like to focus on this type of technique or approach. Always target the muscle within its full range of movement. And so here, as if I'm doing I'm lying on the floor fly, but you know, the fly only works like it's like a wide, like the wide angle push-up. So, all right, that feels good, nice and balanced between tension. So here I'm feeling the tension on both sides. So I want it to be kind of balanced. That's good. Now, so here, it's like you're clapping your hands. So, and by having it angled like this and allowing the vibration to be part of the muscle activation, you're getting a lot of movement within the sternum, and I can feel it firing each time the vibration pulses. So my knees are locked, and that way my torso is moving. So following the tempo, now explosive. Crisscross the hands. with the ankle straps positioned on my elbows, it forces those fibers to do the work. The wrists don't get involved, the flexion. I did that work yesterday, so holding it isometrically now, moving through the full range of movement. There we go. So, next up is triceps. So that's where I'm going to take these red bands, take this one off here, and I'm going to change the position. So this one here is going to attach to the bottom. And the reason being because I want, I want the tricep to be activated from the stretched position, meaning working from here, so holding the elbows around your forehead height, and then you're going to press through like this. So the tricep here is you're going to feel it here. So if your goal is to throw farther, essentially throw a baseball farther, you want to have good tricep strength to be able to do that. Or to shoot three-pointers, you need to have strong triceps. Because it's one thing to jump higher, to create space, to so the idea is to face away from the wall. And so here there's tension on the bands. So both red and you can lean forward a little bit if you wish to give you a little bit more you want tension on that tricep. So by leaning forward, you tighten the core, the glutes, the posterior chain, tighten it. So here, now I'm holding as if I'm doing like a skull crusher. You can do a body weight version of this, but this way I find works just as well. And it forces you to tighten your core as well, so you're getting activation, so kind of like a plank almost. You want to hold. Wow. Certainly works very well to get the tricep here. So there's still my triceps fully stretched, and I'm just moving my arms just ever so slightly, or my hands ever so slightly away from my shoulders, working the tricep in that range of movement. So that for some people that could be called a sticking point. You can't get out, or you don't have the strength there. So loosen the weight, lessen the weight, the resistance, and work it. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Just holding on to it isometrically. Just trying. Alright, the next exercise is going to be alright, so I'm going to increase the overall height of this by 1. So I'm going to take this up here, place it here, and I'm actually going to do the same with 1 here. And the reason being because I want the tension to start here. So as I'm pulling here, so it's going to get a different part of the tricep. But I want to also be able to focus on the hold. So some people call this, Jeff calls this like a Wolverine type pose. So if you ever seen the comic, you'll know exactly kind of what I'm talking about. If you ever seen the Wolverine in the comic books, he goes like this, but then he stretches his arms out like this. So like this, and then like that. So that's going to be, I want to hold the, I want the tension to be starting at a higher point, so at a stretch point, but then I want to hold it. So you want to flex the triceps when you're holding it. And so with that, I'm going to hold the bands like this so you can see, and I'm going to kneel down on the vibration plate this time. So now there's tension right here, and I'm putting my elbows kind of behind my torso, and now holding it like Wolverine, doing that pose. So here, putting my elbows kind of behind my torso, and I still have tension from the upper band. So similar to what the first exercise was, so I get that engagement and activation. Now I'm going to hold it isometrically here. And the vibration causes a lot of disturbance. The lats kind of get involved as well, so this here becomes kind of like a complex type exercise. It's good. is a very good variation to get those triceps. Wow. Oh. All right. I got a very strong pump today. The triceps feel very good. So, I'm gonna do a review of the timestamp. So today's date, you can see here, is June 30th, 2026. Starting time was at 6:17 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Maximum heart rate I hit today, only 174. So higher than my calculated maximum heart rate, which should be 171. So 174 it feels very comfortable for me. Very comfortable. So, and that I hit, here, right at the beginning. So you can see here, up there, and then a drop. And then a strong recovery. And then after I recovered here, it picked right up. So for the first exercise, I was doing the prisoner push-up. So, and the chest for me has been an area that I have always kind of struggled with. But I'm working on increasing that strength, and I think it's starting to show because of the duration of time that I was able to do that prisoner push-up for the first exercise today was quite good. I was happy with that. So, needless to say, a solid workout. So, when people say you need to have peptides, to increase your muscle, and you will never be able to out-train a bad diet. Never. So if you think that peptides are required to increase your muscle mass, you are going down the wrong path. I'll tell you straight up. Because yesterday I talked about EBO 203. And today I wanted to show, hi Phil, something. And it's in addition to what I shared yesterday, and it has everything to do with what I talked about. Do you have cherry licorice color blood? And I want to see how it's going to show, like here. So I'm going to turn the flashlight on. You see that color? That's the light is showing, how strong the color of my blood is. Now, does that look cherry to you? Oops, sorry. Does it look cherry? When you look at it compared to the white of my tank top, looks even to the white of the text here. You can see over the letter P, power your DNA with the best. So, the color of your blood, if it's cherry licorice, then for one, it's oxygenated. And if you go back and rewatch the episode from yesterday, episode number 311, you will see the video that I shared. Just click on the timestamp that's in the comments, and it'll fast forward automatically to that position where I showed the video where there's this guy getting his blood cleaned, essentially filtered and reoxygenated. But I'm doing the reoxygenation on a daily basis. So I don't have to get this treatment done. Because also in yesterday's episode, you'll see where I have a scab right here on my neck. I scratched myself at work. And so when I peel the scab off, and yesterday, oh, here it is. This is the color. So now it's changed, right, because of the exposure to the air. But yesterday it was much brighter. So if you go and watch back the video, you'll see. But I think this test right here, this one, kind of shows the color of what my blood probably is. If yours is darker than this, then you probably need to change a few things or improve a few things. And one of the ways you can do that is by drinking what I call the cleanest and most absorbable water. Now, the man behind the invention, I have a lot of respect for him. And I don't make a penny, not one penny, telling you about it. Not one. And I'm okay with that. Because credit should go where credit's due. And that's the man behind the invention. So, he isn't 96 and in good health for no reason. He's drinking deuterium depleted water with a hydrogen bond angle of 114 degrees. So that makes the water the cleanest and most absorbable. And when I say the cleanest, I'm talking about no radioactivity, no deuterium in the water. And when you put that into your mouth, your mucous membranes start absorbing that hydrogen and the oxygen directly. Now, some people say when they drink the water, it feels sweet. It tastes sweet. Well, that could be because the water is reacting to what's on your teeth and helping your body absorb. Change that. So does my saliva get improved because of the water? Mm-hmm. And when I take a pinch of Celtic sea salt or Redmond sea salt, and I put it in my mouth, and I can feel the energy from the salt. It just, and when we're salty people, you got to have the minerals from the salt. Now, it's going to have like Celtic and Redmond sea salt is going to have a high percentage of sodium and chloride. Those two things you need to have. You need to have it. And when you combine it with the cleanest and most absorbable water, the magnesium that's also in the salt gets into the cells, and then that's when the cells become water hungry, and that's when your blood turns cherry licorice. I'm just saying, is there any coincidence that I can experience heart rates in the 200s, 221 to be exact? It is no coincidence. It happened on May 28th this year. I should be gone. I shouldn't be here, but I still am. Why is it? Why? Well, I'll tell you one other reason why, and it has a lot to do with this, the X39, which essentially taps my body on the shoulder like this and reflects that infrared light that my body is emitting back into the skin and activating that process of photobiomodulation. And when you support the process of photobiomodulation with the three amigos, as you see on the screen. So the X39 activates the process to create the tripeptide inside the body known as the GHK. Now, you gotta also have copper. Now, if you're getting copper from Celtic sea salt and Redmond real salt, and if you eat foods that have sources or traces of copper in it, then guess what? Then your tripeptide becomes super powerful. And that's when it affects more than just 78 DNA genes that exercise just does. You want the whole spectrum of DNA genes to be activated. So if you are not getting the sunlight, which the sun emits that infrared light that your eyes cannot see, it's not red light, it's infrared. It's different. And that's what this does, is reflect the infrared light. Now, I also use the X49 to help with cardiovascular strength. And I place that right here. So there's one there. And the other one is right here. So this is the X49. Okay. I reuse the patches, the X49, and I find it works good. So the X39 is new. So that one I don't skip out on because that has the strongest therapeutic effects. So you can try it risk-free. That is the X39. But also remember that Walmart and Amazon are not authorized distributors of the X39. They are not. So if you're interested in trying it risk-free, then you see that QR code there or the links in the comment description. Scan it. Or here, this guy right there. I'll make it easy for you. Scan it, and that'll take you to lifewave.com/Gordon Tomazik. That's my first and last name, my real name. I am registered with LifeWave. So when you see me smiling here, you can find me on LinkedIn as well. You can find me on Facebook under the same name. I use my middle name, so Gordon Zdravko Tomajic. So the Z and the C have the accents, and that's because I'm of Balkan descent. But I live in Canada, born and raised here, and I like to play the accordion. So if you see me every now and then playing the accordion, then you know it's me. So I am as real as a heart attack. I am not AI generated at all, and I put in the effort 6 days a week. Last week I did 5. The fitness stress test, I was busy on Saturday and I was not able to do it. But this coming weekend I will be live streaming, so tune in on Saturday if that's something you're interested in. And tomorrow will be leg day, so Wacky Wednesday, and Thursday will be shoulders, rotators, and traps. Friday will be the conditioning workout, and where I'll be flipping the cards. So I encourage you to follow along, share my channel with your friends, and I'll help keep you motivated, stay on track. And if you have questions as far as nutrition, please write them down and I will talk about it. I'm not afraid to share my knowledge. Knowledge should be free. But what's not free is this. It's not free. Neither is deuterium depleted water. You got to either buy the machine or you buy the water from somebody that makes it. It's as simple as that. And you can drink the water faster than you can make it. I'll tell you that. But when you drink the water regularly, then you find that I don't drink probably more than 1.5 liters a day. That's it. I have no desire to drink more than that. If I drink more, then I'm urinating more. So that's all. So that's it for today. Tune in tomorrow. Have a good night. Eat well, sleep well, and we'll see you then. Bye for now.